Have you ever found yourself losing your temper because of someone? Have you ever felt your peace being stolen by the words or actions of others? In Stoicism, we learn that what affects us only has power over us because we give it that power. If you're tired of reacting with anger, frustration, or resentment toward others, this video is for you. Here are Stoic principles that will teach you how to maintain peace, even when the world is burning around you. Principle 1. You don't control others, only yourself. One of the biggest mistakes we make when dealing with people is believing we can change them. We hope they'll be kinder, more understanding, more respectful. But the truth is harsh. You don't control others, only yourself. In Stoicism, this is one of the first lessons. Epictetus said, "Some things are within our control, others are not." And it's in this principle that your liberation begins. When you understand that anger, disappointment, and irritation arise when we try to control the uncontrollable, a new horizon opens up. Imagine this. You wake up in a good mood, feeling great, and someone treats you poorly in traffic or at work. In that moment, there are two paths. In the first, you react, get angry, and hand over your emotional state to the other person. In the second, you recognize, I don't control this person's attitude, but I can choose to keep my peace. Emotional maturity begins when you stop trying to fix the world and start taking care of your inner world. People will disappoint you. They'll say unfair things. They'll fail. But none of those actions have to enter inside you. What enters only enters with your permission. When you understand that you're only responsible for yourself, your energy shifts. You stop fighting over every wrong action and start protecting your mind like a temple. This isn't about being passive or indifferent. It's about wisdom, handling situations with firmness when necessary, but never losing inner calm. That is strength. True power lies in maintaining serenity when everything around you seems like chaos. And that power only emerges when you accept. It's not in your hands to change others, but it is entirely within your reach to change how you react to them. If the person acted poorly, the problem is theirs. If you react poorly, the problem is yours. Do you see how this changes everything? From victim, you become the master of your own life. This isn't weakness, it's mastery. And when you become the master of yourself, no one can knock you off balance, because the world doesn't change, but you do. And that's where everything transforms. Principle 2. An insult only exists if you allow it. Have you ever stopped to think that the same phrase can deeply affect one person, while another simply doesn't care? The difference lies in the listener, not the speaker. Stoicism teaches it's not what happens that disturbs us, but our judgment about what happens. This is one of the greatest keys to freeing yourself from anger. Understanding that an insult only takes hold if you let it in. If you don't accept it, it dies outside your door. When someone insults you, they're really just exposing themselves. The insult is an attempt, not a verdict. It's an offer you can choose to accept or decline. Most people react as if they're obligated to be offended, as if they have no choice, but they do. There's always a choice. You can choose to ignore it, laugh it off, or simply look with compassion at someone who is still lost within themselves. Marcus Aurelius said, "The opinions of others only have the weight we give them." This means that if someone calls you something unfair, it only defines you if you identify with it. Otherwise, it's like the wind that blows past you. True freedom comes when you realize you don't have to prove anything to anyone, that another's opinion has no power to hurt you unless you surrender that power. People speak from their own pain, their own ignorance, their own limitations, and if you react with anger, taking offense, you're lowering yourself to their level. The wise observe, understand, and move forward in peace. They don't react, they choose their response. And often, the best response is silence. Of course, this isn't easy. It's a practice, a daily exercise in inner vigilance. But the more you train, the stronger you become, and eventually, negative words lose their impact because you no longer waver with every gust of wind. You become like a rock, firm, unshakable, silent. Remember this, an insult knocks at your door. If you don't open it, it doesn't enter. If you don't identify with it, it vanishes. Others may try to hurt you, but only you can truly hurt yourself. So guard your peace like a treasure. Protect your heart with wisdom, and never again let yourself be wounded by those who haven't yet learned to love. Principle 3. Stop expecting fairness from others. One of the greatest sources of frustration and anger lies in the quiet and often unconscious habit of expecting fairness from others. We expect to be treated with the same respect we offer. We expect our efforts to be acknowledged, We expect people to act with reason, but Stoicism teaches us to look at reality with open eyes. Life isn't fair. Often, people aren't either, and expecting the world to behave ideally only breeds disappointment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You will meet unjust people. Prepare yourself for it. Don't be surprised. That's the key when you're shocked by injustice. You surrender your peace to something inevitable. But if you wake up knowing there will be rudeness, selfishness, and thoughtlessness throughout the day, you remain unshaken. You become like the sailor who knows waves will come and so steadies himself better. Expecting everyone to act with ethics, logic, or empathy is like asking the wind to always blow in your favor. The reality is different. People operate at different levels of awareness. Some live on autopilot. Others act from pain. Many project their traumas, frustrations, and insecurities onto you. And if you take it personally, you suffer twice, once from their actions, and once from your own expectations. The Stoic abandons expectation. They serve with excellence, but don't wait for gratitude. They act justly, but don't demand reciprocity. Their motivation isn't in the return, it's in the value of what they do. This way, they remain free, because those who depend on others' behavior for their peace are eternally vulnerable. Of course, you can distance yourself from those who harm you. You can set boundaries, but don't carry resentment. Don't expect everyone to have your heart. That's sentencing yourself to endless suffering. Do good and forget. Give your best and let go. Live with integrity and let the world move at its own pace. The most powerful justice is the one you apply to yourself. It's living rightly, even when the world is crooked. It's sleeping with a clear conscience, even if others don't acknowledge it. That's the peace no one can steal. And when you live this way, there's no room for anger, only serenity. Principle 4. Others reveal who they are. You choose who you'll be. When someone treats you poorly, deceives you, or tries to provoke you, the natural instinct is to respond in kind. But Stoicism invites a powerful reflection. The other's behavior reveals who they are, not who you are. You're not obligated to respond with anger, scorn, or aggression. In truth, the more you know yourself, the more you understand that your response is a choice, and that choice defines your character. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is not to become like the one who hurt you." Think about it. When someone lies to you and you retaliate with another lie, you've lost the chance to be better. When someone is rude and you match their tone, the world grows louder and you've contributed to it. But when you choose not to be contaminated, something shifts. You become free. People may provoke you, but they don't have the power to decide who you'll be in that moment. That privilege is yours. You can be the peacemaker. You can be the one who stays firm yet calm, the one who doesn't yell, who doesn't attack, who takes a deep breath before acting. That's not weakness, it's mastery. It's self-control. And those who master themselves don't need to master anyone else. So practice silence. Use it as a shield, as shelter, as a response, and you'll see, little by little, that the situations that once shook you lose their power, because in silence, you find yourself. And those who find themselves no longer get lost in empty arguments.